Morning, everybody. Welcome back to Tuesday. I'm getting ready to make these healthy applesauce cookies. I will have the recipe down in the description box, but you preheat your oven to 325 and we're gonna add, let's see, the light's reflecting off my little page protector thing and it's making it hard to see. All I see is a light. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Let's see if I can get this somewhere I can see it without having to move it constantly from the light. This never happens. That's weird that it's happening today. I've never had an issue with that, really. So we're gonna do 1 cup of unsweetened applesauce. I'm just gonna use the same one and just guess. Of melted coconut oil. 1 egg. My ducks lay some hard-shelled eggs, man. I'm telling you, they are so hard to crack a lot of the times. I don't know if that's normal for a duck egg or if ours just have a really good calcium and make their shells really hard. But I don't have experience with duck eggs, so it could just be normal. 1/3 cup of honey. Mix to combine this well. Look, that was melted and now it's not, so. Now we're gonna add 1 cup of uncooked oats. So I'm gonna use these gluten-free oats. 1 cup of whole wheat flour, but I can't use flour in these, so I'm gonna use almond flour today. I've never made it with almond flour, but we're gonna try today. I'm gonna add in hemp seed, chia seed, and flax seed. 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. And that's it. Oh, and 1 to 2 cups of chocolate chips. We're gonna use the allergen-free ones. So now we bake these for 11 to 13 minutes. It says use a cookie scoop. So good morning, everybody. We are getting a slow morning on rolling to do anything because my kids slept in today. Wilder is usually a 5 to 6 a.m. kind of kid. He slept till almost 8 o'clock. That child, well, maybe a little bit later than 8. I can't remember. It was either like 7:50 or 8:10. It was within that range. And that child, I don't think, has ever one day of his life slept that late. That was huge. Layla was the first one up and she was up at like 7:45. I really just woke up and Ashlyn's still asleep, but it's like a miracle. I tried to get up. Remember yesterday, if you watched yesterday, I was like, I purposely got up at 4:30. I wanted to get up and do all this stuff. I kept hitting snooze this morning and I got up at 5:10. I didn't work out, like I didn't do anything. I was tired this morning, probably from yesterday. So, to answer yesterday's question about myself, yeah, that won't be happening every day. It really felt good for yesterday. It was really great for a Monday, especially like getting back into routine of things and wanting to wake up before my kids. Today I got to sleep in and still woke up way before my kids, which was really, really nice. Like I got all my stuff done and I had time to just sit and be alone, and it was weird, but it was nice. So it's gonna be another hot one today. we have 0 plans again besides school because we are trying to knock out as much school as we can before we leave. We will be in Florida 1 month from today. We are so excited. We leave 1 month from yesterday. It is a 14/15 hour drive without stops. So it's gonna take us a while to get there. But it's gonna be worth it completely. Just a little bit of school with Miss Layla today.
This what I'm doing on my B. I can't tell you.
Where does this one go? Yeah. What about this one?
Oh.
This one?
Oh. Oh.
These two are out here doing their nature journals. Water's drawing a tree. What are you drawing, Everly?
I'm drawing the neighbors acting
So over the next couple days, I want to start canning some of the dry beans that we have. So today I'm going to start with pinto beans and get some of those. I have kidney beans to do. I have black beans to do. I have lima beans to do. But I have lots of dried beans and I just want to get them done. I want to start canning some beef stew and have some meals prepared because honestly, the world is nuts. And you never know what's going to happen. And with it being election season, which is already crazy as it is. Yes, buddy?
I know what I want for lunch later.
What?
Chicken nuggets, because
Okay.
we haven't eaten.
So there's a hair somewhere on my face that I can feel. I just want to prepare us. And then also I was thinking about doing some beef stew. That way, if and when we lose power, like over the winter or just whatever, during the summer storms, anything like that, I was thinking beef stew would be good dump and bake meals. So I can put beef, onion, carrot, potato in there, can it, and then we can dump it in the winter. We can dump it on a pot on our wood stove and warm it up. Or in summer, we can figure out a way to warm it up, even if we don't have power kind of thing. So I went downstairs and pulled out this roast because also I am trying to clear out our freezer. So this works like both ways. I'm also thinking, I'm also thinking about canning up some of the sausage because we have a ton of sausage from our last few pigs. And I mean, lots. So we have hot sausage and regular sausage. So I'm thinking about canning up some of both. Just like ground up sausage, not patties or anything. That way I can make sausage gravy or something like that easily. I don't know, just to kind of get it out of the freezer mainly. For that, I'm mainly thinking about freezer space. I'm not really thinking about cooking when the power's out kind of thing. But we just have so much between all of the pigs. And then we have 2 more pigs coming. So, going in October. So we're going to have a lot more sausage. So I just thought it would be another good idea to do. So I have a whole list. I wrote right there. You can see it on the board. Well, you can't see the list, but you can see my paper of things that I want to start accomplishing. I also have beef fat in the freezer. And I need to turn that into tallow. And just a whole lot of things that I need to start doing. So I'm going to rinse through these beans. See if I can find any rocks. Do you remember that one time that I was showing you guys? I was like, I need to rinse through these. I've never ever once found a rock. Do you remember that? So I'm gonna go ahead and get these rinsed, get them in jars, and then I need to go downstairs and get my canners out and just put them in the canners. I'm just gonna use the electric canners. It's nice and easy doesn't take any time. All I gotta do is fill up the jars and throw them in there. So the pinto beans I can for 75 minutes for pints. I only ever make pints because I don't have that many quart jars. When I do have quart jars, I need to save them for the beef stew. So I'm thinking about doing, when I do the beef stew, I'm gonna do quart jars, but I'm gonna make Layla either 1 quart or 2 pints of them without potatoes because she cannot have potatoes. So for her, I'm just gonna do beef, onion, carrot. But everybody else's will have the potatoes in it. So that's what we're gonna do for her. I don't know, I just don't really trust the world right now. I don't trust everything going on, and I sure have a family to take care of. So I'm gonna do what I can to take care of our family the only way I know how, and that's to do what I can. So I'm not saying any of this to scare or deter anybody from anything or just whatever, just saying how I feel. So Everly wanted to help, so she's gonna pick through, and she's picking out any of the broken ones before I rinse them out.
Like this jar jam.
Yeah. Now what does this one say?
Clam. Yam. Ram. Sam.
Okay, so both canners are going. We just finished up individual school. It is 11:10. Wilder's begging for lunch, and he's asking for chicken nuggets. So I just got some gluten-free chicken nuggets on a plate here. Normally I would just throw them in the air fryer, but I have both of my canners going, one here and one there. So I don't want to like trip the breaker by throwing another appliance in. So I'm just going to bake them in the oven. It just says 350 for 5 to 7 minutes. So very simple. The kids just went outside. They're getting their dirt bikes and four-wheelers together so I can come outside and watch them. So while the oven preheats and all the canners go and stuff like that, they're gonna ride four-wheelers for a little bit, and then we're gonna come in and have lunch and then do group subjects and then be done with school for the day. But today is art, so I need to find like a really good art project for them to do. Sorry, I'm trying to put my shoe on. I'm not sure what we're gonna do yet, but I wanna do something fun with them for art. And then we have history today because it's Tuesday, and they have a project with that too. So the afternoon should be pretty fun for them. Ashton's giving Layla a little ride, hardly going any speed at all. And Everly's taking off on her dirt bike, like usual. So Bobo's on his dirt bike, Everly's on a dirt bike, Ashlyn and Layla are on the four-wheeler. They're having a good old time. Go, Bo. So for lunch, the kids have chicken nuggets, cucumbers, and strawberries. But Miss Layla wanted some oatmeal with the same thing. And I'm gonna have a salad for lunch. Now we're moving on to Bible, and then we have history, and then we'll be done for the day. So Amazon just got here. I ordered the kids this book because if you saw my Sam's Club thing from the other day, I bought them a book because we always read books at night and we've gone through the same ones all the time. Their favorite are these, but we've read them all a million times. So I was like, I want to look for another one. Usually I can find these at Sam's Club. They didn't have one. So I picked up one and it was a bluey one. Well, I should have looked through it at the store. I don't really like some of the ways things are handled in there. Like they're calling mom boring. They're calling basically acting like dad's dumb kind of thing. And it's just not something I prefer to read to the kids. So this is the one that's just not how we go about teaching our kids. And so I don't want to read that one anymore. So I ordered this one off of Amazon. So this will be one that we read tonight. And I also ordered this one off of Amazon. I figured we could do this once a week as like one of our kind of resource days or something. I don't know. I thought it just looked really, really fun. But I'm going to have to look through and kind of see what items. Look at that. That looks so cool. We're going to have to look through and see what kind of items we're going to need, if I'm going to need to buy anything ahead of time or just whatever. So I thought it would be really fun for the kids to do this. I'll try to remember to link both of these. Also, I have a kidney bean soaking to can tomorrow. And I have 4 more pints of pinto beans. I hadn't planned on doing any more, but I still had more left in the little strainer. So it equaled 4 more jars. So after all said and done, I will have 14 pints of those from today, which is awesome. And then this is what I have thawing, this round roast I have thawing. The outside's thawed, but the middle is still completely solid. I can't even push it in very hard. So I need that to thaw. I'm going to use this for the beef stew that I'm going to make. I'm just going to chop it up into little, 1-inch chunks or whatever. But I need it to thaw quite a bit more before I can do that. And she's happy. So I also ordered us a new bed set. And look. Anybody else? No? The kids come in here and play on our bed all the time. But we just need a new bed set, okay? It's been a while since we got one. And this was on Amazon and it was 50% off. We have a king size bed. It ended up only being like $24. It was $25 or $26 after tax, but it was $24. I don't know how long it's on sale for, but I don't know. Hopefully it's nice, but I just wanted something different and something new because ours is just getting like really worn out and all the things are coming apart. And I don't know, it was just time for a change. So I really wanted this beautiful olive green color one, but it wasn't on sale. And it was like I think it was only like $67, which isn't bad at all. But this one was $24 and much cheaper. So I'm also going to can some butter beans. I wasn't even in the camera, wasn't thinking. I have a bag of lima beans. I think it's 40 minutes for pints. Don't quote me because I need to check before I put them in the canner. But just off the top of my head, I think they're 40 minutes, but I'll look before I start it. But I'm just gonna do half a cup. I'm gonna do salt, pepper, cumin, and garlic powder in here. That's what I put in the pinto beans. Well, I did a little bit more. I did salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, cumin, and oregano in my pinto beans. Now in here, I'm just gonna do the salt, pepper, cumin, garlic powder, fill up with water, 1-inch headspace, process them. Like I said, I think 40 minutes, but I need to double check before I do, but I'll share it with you. But I wanna get this bag of these done. That's the only bag I have of the lima beans. So I'm gonna try to get all of those done. I can only fit 4 of these in the canner at a time. The wide mouth. I can fit 5 pints, the regular ones. I can fit 4 wide mouth and only 4 quart, no matter the size, in these electric canners, but I have 2. So that one has 10 minutes left on the last of the pinto beans, but it has to sit in there for like an hour before you can open it. So it's still got a while. So I can run some over here, and then when that one finishes, I can do another load over here and then be done for the day. Tomorrow, I want to do the kidney beans and the beef stew. I don't know why I'm soaking the kidney beans I don't know why I didn't just dry pack them like I do all my other beans. I've never had to cook the beans before I can them because they heat and they cook in the canner, and I've never had an issue. So ask me why I'm soaking those. I don't know. I don't know why I even did that. Why do I don't know. But anyway, I'm gonna get these going. Half cup in here at a time. I don't measure seasonings. I just sprinkle some, fill it up with water to 1 inch headspace. Yes, 40 minutes for pints. So these ones just got done. So I'm just gonna unplug it and let it sit for an hour, pull these out. And then I have 5 left. So I can put 4 in the canner. 4 just went in there. I could put 4 more in, and then I have 1 jar left. So I need to see how long those process, but I think those process for a lot longer than these. So maybe I'll do like 3 and 2, just so it's not lonely. I'm not sure. One of our projects that we're doing for our U.S. history is we're learning about Indigenous Americans, and we're making beaded clothing. So we have these colors and these colors, and we're cutting up shirts now, and the kids are going to make themselves some beaded clothing. Here's Layla's shirt. Wilder's and Layla's are done. I think Ashlyn finished hers too, but Everly was getting frustrated. It was really hard. I didn't cut them thin enough, I think, to get through the beads. So I ended up having to do Wilder's. I did Layla's, and now I need to do Everly's. But they went outside, so I need to go outside and supervise while they ride, and then we'll come in and I'll finish up Everly's too. That's beautiful, Layla. So Ashlyn's is right here. Ashlyn did hers. Wilder took his back to his room. And then this is how far Everly got. She did really well. She cut hers and everything, but it's just, we did them too thick. So I just need to go ahead and help her finish them. But I'm gonna go outside for a little bit first. Layla just said, I'm gonna wear this every day. Oh my gosh. The cat just scared me. I had no idea. And I walked up and she started batting at my foot and just gave me a heart attack. Anyway, these 4 are done. I actually was able to get 5 pints in there. So all 9, I guess, because 5 in here, 4 in here of the lima beans will be completely done today. So these are done, and they just maybe like 10, 15 minutes ago finished. We unplugged it. So the pressure's got to come down and all of that naturally. But wow, lots of beans canned today. Lots of beans. It is now dinner time, which is super simple because all I'm making is tacos. Just tacos. No sides, no nothing. Every time I make sides with tacos, no one really eats them. They just eat tacos. So that's all we're gonna do is tacos. So taco night here is very, very simple. I'm just gonna cook up 2 pounds of ground beef and some toppings. I'm not gonna cook up the toppings. I'm gonna cook up 2 pounds of ground beef and cut up some toppings and pop these in the oven. Oh, I also got these from my Walmart delivery the other day, where I got like dishes and things for Layla. I don't remember if I showed you these, but I got 2 boxes of these. I looked for the great value kind, the cheapo ones. They didn't have them, so I had to buy name brand fancy ones. You don't really see this often. I don't ever buy like a name brand almost anything, but they were out of great value ones, so that's what we went with. I just pulled the other 4 lima beans, the first lima beans out and put them over there. The last 5 are finished, but the pressure's coming down. I just unplugged it like 2 minutes ago. So in about an hour, I'll pull that out, and let's see. So I had 14 and 9, that's 23 jars, 23 pints of beans today. That's an accomplishment. But tomorrow we'll be working on more and getting some food security and all of that going downstairs. Beans are a very cheap filling way to fill up your family, good source of protein, and you just never know what's gonna happen. So I don't live in fear, but I try to live smart. Beans are always good. So I'm gonna cut up some lettuce. I'm gonna cut up some avocado. We have sour cream, cheese. I'm gonna also cut up some red onion. I'm gonna cook up 2 pounds of ground beef, and that is gonna be dinner tonight. I think we're even gonna use our little snack tray thingies from Sam's Club, and then I don't have to do any dishes besides this one pot that we're cooking the ground beef in. Okay, dinner, so simple. Tacos. Oh, and I also remembered that we had this white queso dip, so I heated that up too. So now Miss Layla's gonna have a little bit of this cookie dough coconut milk ice cream for her dessert. So I just got all of this beef cut up for tomorrow. So I'm just gonna put it in this bag and put it in the fridge for tomorrow. The cats are over here playing, these two. 23 pints processed today. That's crazy. Okay, that was a long canning day. Honestly though, it didn't take much work at all. Just fill them up, throw them in there, simple. But 23 pints done. Miss Layla's here wearing her shirt. She hasn't taken it off since I finished it for her. And you can hear the beads jingling. Do it. She's loving it. But anyway, I gotta get school stuff out and then I need to get her to bed. So thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more canning tomorrow because I've got lots more coming. And I'll see you then. Bye.